on our way to the airport to pick up my family. I see them. There. Hallo! Det har vært så fantastisk. Dere har ventet lenge da. Hallo! Hei, Maja! Hei! Det var en lang tur, det. Ja. Det var 2 dager minst. Ja. Vi har ikke sovet heller. Hallo!
Jeg våkna litt for at det var en unge som gråt så mye, og så var det en fyr ved siden av meg som var forkjølet. Jeg håper ikke han smittet meg, han hostet.
Ja.
Har du fint kamera?
Yes, jeg har fått sånn GoPro-kamera. Skal lage sånn reisevlogg fra turen.
Like this hour is all the offices are finished, so there's like a rush hour.
Like in Oslo times.
Like 10 seconds.
That's your mother? Yeah, I just said hi. Hello.
Documenting.
Very, very good.
Du kan sitte en til her. Sånn det?
Ja, men det var de lokale som ba meg om å kle meg. Ja, grønn. Kan ikke komme hit og ikke kle meg når de ber om det. Det blir for gærent. Å, det var deilig. Ja.
Hva spør du?
Den
Jeg kommer til å glemme det, kan du si det igjen? Tagetes. Holder rovkattdyr unna.
Og så rådyr, de spiser dem ikke.
Åja.
For de lukter det.
Ja, men de vil jeg ikke skremme bort.
Nei, men du vil ikke at de skal spise blomstene dine.
Nei.
Så de kommer i hagen og spiser
Men de vil ikke smake på det.
Men de smaker ikke de der.
Ok, ja, men det er nice. Greit å vite. Ja, det er kanskje de andre elevene til Buddha, da. Og han satt og mediterte når han fikk den.
Vi skal bli Buddha en dag.
Ja, det kan hende.
En av dere skal bli Buddha en dag.
উপরওয়ালা পাঠাইছে মারি করলে বুঝি নেই দুনিয়াতে কি খেলা চলে সবাই তো আদর করতো ওলে লে লে যৌবন যায় যৌবনেতে সংসারে চলে আমার রঙিন দুনিয়া কি এর সাদা কালো চলে ডাইলের মজা তলে যদি ভালো মতন গলে ঠিক মতো বাইতে পারলে ভাঙা নৌকা চলে ভাইয়া সাঁতার না জানা থাকলে ডিবা মরবেন জলে আপনি কি ভাবতেছেন ভাই আপনার নৌকা ঠিক আছে আমি তো দেখতেছি ভাই আপনার নৌকা ঠিক আছে জীবনে চলার পথে নাই নেই বিধিকা আছে সঠিক দিক যেতে পারলে সুন্দর একটা দ্বীপ আছে দুনিয়া ঘুরতে আছে কে ঘুরে খুঁজতে
Nå er vi ved ruinene av et gigantisk gammelt buddhist tempel. Her var det munkeceller. Det var på et nytt tempel i stad.
ভালো কাজ ছাড়া কিছু যাব না সঙ্গে দেওয়ান ভাই দেওয়ানা হইয়া দেখি কান্দে রঙ্গে ভাঙা নৌকা বাইতে আইছে গাঙ্গে রঙ্গে রঙ্গে ভাঙা নৌকা ভাই আপনি গান ছিলাম জোয়ান হইলাম বুড়া লইয়া দেছে বাঁকা ঘোড়া গলায় তলা যেতে চাই মন ছিলাম জোয়ান হইছি বুড়া লইয়া গেছে বাঁকা ঘোড়া গলায় তলা যেতে চাই মন ভেঙে তাই ভেবে কয় খালেক দেওয়ানে চিন্তা করো আপন মনে মানুষ একদিন মিশিবে মাটির সঙ্গে ভাঙ্গা নৌকা বাইতে আইলাম গাঙ্গে মালো
You enjoy? Ja. Skal vi gå helt rundt da?
It's gonna be cool. Hallo! Ja, under 5 minutter til 2026.
3 minutes left.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're making another one for Maya now without spices. Okay, so they're going but this is very spicy? Oh, yeah, I see it. Happy New Year! Det var fin da. Skal vi få lasershowet?
Drone, eller? Egentlig så er jeg jo imot fyrverkeri og terrorisere dyr. Men når det først er, så ja, gjør det best ut av å se på for det, liksom. Det er ikke jeg som betaler for det, så da kan jeg jo like gjerne se på.
God nyttår!
God nyttår!
God nyttår!
Cumilla,
Huh?
can you tell us where we're going today on a road trip?
We're going to Sunargaon, Panam City. And rest again!
Spøkelsesby forlatt. Dette var rike hus, for det ble bygd mellom 1895 og 1905, altså 135 år siden da, bygde de den her. Da var det rike hindukjøpmenn hindrene, og alle de måtte flytte og dra til India. Alle hindrene. Det jo fæl historie, da. Men da forlot de, så nå det naturen som tar over denne Panam City.
What does it say here, the plants?
Panam.
Panam.
That's the name of the city.
Ah,
In Bengali.
cool. Assalamu alaikum.
Ingen vet om vi får leva till 100. Varje dag tänker jag leva till 100. No regret. Testing, 1, 2, promo, DVS, let's go. Jag ska dela och där K-Town jag varvar på klubben, vård av sjuka bars. Smittan bryter igenom ditt immunförsvar. Hiv och SARS stänger ebola. Lika bra vi lämnar egorna, så vi kan mötas på samma nivå. Astralkroppar i universum men en annan platå. Se hur vårt shine inte stannar för något. Utvecklas till vårt prime när vi stannar mot oss. Para inte slåss, jag flyger över det. Kalla mig boss, jag styr mitt öde själv. Alla med oss, världen behöver dig. Sprid kärlek, deala med döden sen. Ingen vet om vi får leva till 100. Så varje dag tänker jag leva till 100. No regrets, ingen undran. Vad som hade hänt annars, vad som skulle kunna. Testing, 1, 2, promo, DVS, let's go. Från DK, raske, hot shit up, låt og hela världen kommer för alltid med oss.
Fortryder ikke noget, kun alle mine fejltrin og mål jeg ikke har nået af frygt for at fejle igen og mig.
Det en veldig hard kokosnøtt, og jeg skal ta en bit.
Nei, men, klarer du å bite gjennom det? Du helt gorilla? Nei, men, har det høl jo? Har du sterk skjeve og tenner? Du flink å pusse tenna, da. Og så sterke tenner. Jeg tror ikke den så god sånn utapå, men inni kan det hende det sånn god å spise. Men da må vi kutte den opp mer.
Kjempebra. Ok, everyone. Bangladesh! Very good. Perfect. Thank you.
Storebror nyter kjendisstatusen her. Alle kommer for å ta bilder av oss, og så tar han alltid bildet tilbake.
Ingen vet om vi får leva till 100. Så varje dag tänker jag leva till 100. No regrets, ingen undran. Vad som hade hänt annars, vad som skulle kunna. Testing, 1, 3, 2, promo, DVS, let's go.
Jeg skal dele ud af K-Town DK.
Nå vi tilbake i grensa mellom Bangladesh og India, sammen med familien min som ville se India. Nå har vi sett India på avstand. Og det fint å være litt ute på landsbygda med mye grønn natur og litt mer fred og ro og friskere luft.
Der står det Goodbye Bangladesh.
Og på andre siden står det Welcome Bangladesh. Det har jeg ikke sett ennå. Vent litt, vent på meg. Which leaves? Hæ? Wow, det var ikke Avatar.
Det bare så. Det veldig morsomt at hunder og høner bare lever om hverandre. Det burde sove.
Nå vi i Cox's Bazar. Jeg veldig trøtt. Vi måtte kjøre klokka 2 i natt, og akkurat når jeg skulle legge meg til å sove før det, da skulle Sjørna skru på lys og bråk og pakke, liksom. Og jeg klarer ikke å sove i bil, så har jeg prøvd å sove litt her, bitte litt, så føler meg fortsatt veldig trøtt og redusert, men ikke så forferdelig som i stad. Vi er på et veldig fint sted, da. Vi har hatt en gjeng med barn som følger etter oss. Masse barn følger etter oss. Jeg er ikke Jørgen, jeg synes ikke det er gøy å bli ført etter av fremmede. We passed some people, said there's only half hour left until the water is gonna go up there. Oi! Oops! See in the hole.
Det blir liksom smalere og smalere jo lenger sør vi kommer.
Myanmar, eller Burma. Som fyller ditt år, ja deg vil vi gratulere. Hei! Alle i ring omkring der vi står og ser når vi vil marsjere. Våken ikke nei og snu oss omkring, danse for deg med hopp og sprett og spring. Ønsker deg av hjertet alle gode ting, og si meg så hva vil du mere. Gratulere!
Speech.
Begge dagene. Ja. Hvordan kan du få med ben på det? Pine, splittepine. Just mean that you're crazy, like we were, yeah. Splittepine. Splittepine. Assalamu alaikum. Hi. Hi.
du var en søting da. Hæ? Ja. Ja. En fin fotomodell. Tror det Burma vi ser på andre siden av vannet der. Myanmar. Tiny yellow fruit. We don't know what is. Some fruit fall from the sky. Is that why you call fruit fall? Because it's falling? Fall or rush?
Fall or rush. ভাইয়া এটা কি গাছ? এই ছোট ছোট হ্যাঁ না না এই যে এটা ছোট ছোট হলুদ হলুদ হ্যাঁ সাবুরা
Shabura?
সাবুরা I don't know what it is.
Shabura. Yellow small, Shabura. Hey, Baya. Hey, bror. Hva er dette for noe, bror? That's how you talk to strangers. Mange søtte små kyllinger, og så en annonge, ser det sånn. Den har du hørt om siganer? Det er litt sånn. Eller to, der er annonge til.
Ja, kanskje de er lurte.
Ja, eller kanskje de ble litt adoptert. Venter på street food.
Wow, norske.
Da drar vi straks fra Bazar, så blir det trafikk sikkert resten av dagen tilbake til Cumilla. Wow.
Det her er alle disse klærne våre som går fra Bangladesh. De går på skiten oppe.
That's the Stegosaurus from the Jurassic period. Okay, so it's now been almost 4 months since I came back, so I should probably have recorded this while it was still fresh. It was so much new things there for me to see, so I was filming a lot of the time and ended up with like 5 hours of footage. So I probably didn't need to film as much as I did. The video took more time than I thought it was gonna take, like usual, but all in all, it was an amazing experience. I think this is the longest I've stayed in another country than Norway, 5 weeks straight, and it really gave me like a new perspective when I came back. Obviously there's a lot of differences between Bangladesh and Norway. Some things in Norway now I will not take as much for granted. Norway has much less trash on the ground, much cleaner air, less scary traffic, more space, easier to get like time for yourself, have some quiet time, stuff like that. But there's also things I have found like admirable in Bangladesh, how open, welcoming most people were. People are very like helpful and friendly and curious. They just come up to you and talk to you. Norwegians can often be a lot more awkward, quiet, like keep to themselves, a bit more skeptical maybe of talking to strangers. A lot of Norwegians are, at least. It's kind of like a double-edged sword, because one, you get more peace and quiet to like process things and be present with your emotions and those things, but it can also make Norwegians a bit more like scared of reaching out and staying in touch with people, and can make a lot of people more lonely. Yeah, both culture have their pros and cons, you could say. We don't have this endless social battery that you guys have. My wife said she had never experienced having time for herself before she came to Norway. I think that says a lot. Whereas in Bangladesh, people don't know what personal space are. They just come up and talk to you, then come all up in your face to talk to you. And the first few weeks there was quite intense for me. Me and my family were among the very few white people we saw during our entire stay. And people were really curious and wanted to come up and say hi and ask where we were from, and wanted to take pictures of us and stuff like that. It might have used to be a bit like that in Norway before too. My parents, they can remember first time they saw people with darker skin. I cannot remember first time. I've just always grown up in this multicultural society. In addition to being Norwegian, I'm also a bit like introverted. I'm not very fond of attention. I try to get more time for myself. I try to like sneak out some time to go for walks. But if her family noticed I was going out, they would always like send one of Shona's cousins or her brother to go with me. So it kind of defeated the purpose, because I wanted to get time for myself. No offense to any in her family, it was just what I'm used to. And yeah, Norwegians tend to value privacy and alone time a bit more as well. So I just started sneaking out without letting them know sometimes, but then I would get calls if they noticed I wasn't there, and other people on the streets would come talk to me anyway. So yeah, first few weeks were really intense for me, but I got a bit more like used to it, and I think it maybe expanded my social battery a little bit. But it was really nice when my family came as well, so we could share the attention a little, and everyone wasn't just looking at me. What I would usually do if I'm surrounded by people all the time to get some more alone time would be to go for a run, to go for jogs. But that was also a bit hard to do in especially Cumilla and Dhaka, because the streets could be like uneven terrain, a lot of trash or sharp turns, and the traffic there obviously made it more difficult, rickshaws everywhere. So I mostly ended up just training on the roof, rope jumping instead of running and stuff like that. Bangladesh was also way more colorful than Norway. A lot of the clothes and buildings and stuff in Norway are a bit more bland, whereas in Bangladesh it's like whoosh, so many different colors all over, and that also like added to all the impression overload maybe. A few other cultural differences. Bargaining. In Norway we don't do that at all. In Bangladesh you don't do it like in the stores, but there's not that many like grocery stores. It's more common to have like stands on the street. A lot of small stands with like different types of food, fruit, and there you bargain about the price. But that's something most Norwegians, at least me and my family, really hate doing, because we're feeling that we're being rude to people when we're bargaining. Both prices and wages are way higher in Norway, so the prices there were really low from our perspective. Things were really, really cheap, and we felt almost like rude that for paying so little compared to what we're used to paying. But from Bangladesh's people's perspective, they would think we were being rude if we did not bargain. So it's like, here you are selling me things really cheap compared to what I'm used to, and they also expect me to ask to pay less. I would never do that. I would just ask what something cost, and whatever price they said, I was like, okay, here's the money. And they would just like look at me like, I would just stand there with the money and like, yeah, take it. And they would just repeat the price, expecting me to say something lower. But I was like, yeah, here. So, and people were just like looking strange at me. So awkward. But it would have felt way worse for me to ask them to give less than I was already giving. So yeah, it was nice when we didn't have to do that, or when Shorna or her cousins or her mother would just like take over the bargaining part, and they would do it for me, and then I could give the money. Yeah, that's one big difference. The traffic, oh my god, no traffic rules compared to Norway. I would never drive there. All the honking, all the like sneaking past each other. But at the same time, it was really impressive in a way. I would expect way more traffic accidents than what we saw. We drove past 2 buses which had driven off road and tipped over, I remember. And one time I saw a motorcyclist in a sharp turn fall off on the side, but he just came back up and got on the bike and kept driving right away. It was like impressive how smooth the traffic worked, with like how close they got to each other, and how people on foot would just like cross over highways and just like hold out their hand to get drivers to slow down. It was still a bit scary, but also at the same time impressive. Another difference is that in Norway you don't see a lot of stray animals. Dogs loose everywhere. In Norway you have cats walking around in the street, but not dogs. There's like laws that you have to keep them on a leash. Even if they were not like scared of people, they were not like aggressive either, at least not towards people. Maybe towards each other sometimes we saw. They would just like come up to you curious, but not like bother you and come really close like that. But also like stray chickens just walking around in the street, and suddenly like a cow walks by and stuff like that. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, I agree. You don't really see that in Norway. There's more like strict rules for where certain types of animals are allowed to be and stuff like that. And it was really like amazing seeing so many different types of animals. Almost every day, or at least very often, I would see a new type of bird which I had never seen before. One night I was standing on the rooftop and suddenly this large bats would fly over my head, like the flying foxes, largest bats in the world. Suddenly they would come over my head. I'd never seen. Another night I was standing on the balcony and suddenly like a large owl would just like fly straight on me, like in the middle of the city. Another day there would be like a small lizard inside her cousin's house. Big cockroaches sometime. I would like trap them in a glass and let them out. Yeah, it was cool to see many different types of animals I'm not used to seeing, because I love animals. The warmth, how like welcoming they were, and the closeness, togetherness of the family there. It was really like heartfelt, and it also made it really sad when we had to go. It was a sad goodbye. It really also meant a lot to me, not just to meet my in-laws and my wife's family like personally, but also to unite our families and merge our families. It was both really cool to be like abroad with them. Again, I haven't like traveled abroad with my family in many years. And also, of course, to introduce my wife's family properly to my family and like become one big family. Happy we finally get to do it. I hope UDI don't give us more trouble and that we'll be able to go there again. You might have noticed that in these vlogs, part 1, part 2, I did not include that much food, and that was deliberate. Usually that's all you see in vlogs, but there are multiple sides to being a vegan, not just food related aspects. And I wanted to make a separate video about my experience in Bangladesh as a vegan. So I'm saving most of the food clips for a later video where I want to go over both the good and the bad, both all the tasty food and the different options I had while being there. And also the more darker sides of being vegan in that culture versus what I'm used to in my culture. That's why I'm just saving it for later. But spoilers, I had a lot of good tasty food. I was not starving, not suffering at all. It was really a lot of good food. It was a truly amazing experience. It was like something completely different from what I'm used to. Can't wait to go back, can't wait to get to her family, to visit Norway. Yeah, I feel lucky to have had this opportunity.